Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in this video, we're going to go and revisit a money making method, which is one of those which has no requirements, just needs a bit of cash to get started, but can be an incredible way for you to make incredibly quick cash. Now to start with, we're going to be looking at tanning dragon hides, and this was one of those methods which I weren't really interested in looking into, but by price checking a couple of things, mainly from the machine video, where I was looking at like which machines are best to do, I've noticed that the price you can make and the profit you can make from tanning hides just seems to be getting better and better by the week. Now originally, tanning hides started to become a bit more of a money making method when the 120 crafting update was here, and because of that, the demand people wanting to level up their crafting meant that the price of levers went up as well. Now because dragon hides are on a lot of higher tier PVM drop tables, the volumes which are coming into the game is keeping the prices incredibly low, but when there's demand on levers, it means that you can make a decent amount just simply tanning the hides. Now to do this, there's 3 different ways we can do it, and I'll talk about the other 2 ways to do it a little bit later on, but the ones we're going to be using is mainly using a portable crafter. Now the reason why a portable crafter is the best way to do it in my opinion is because it can be placed close to a bank, ideally somewhere like Fort Frimfree or the Lumbridge Combat Academy. It just means that you can go and process an incredible amount of these hides per hour into leather. Now to do this, all you simply need is level 2 crafting if we're going to look at green or blue dragon hide. It's something which Jagex have had for the non-members side, just so it's like, it just kind of prevents bots, even though it's just 1 level. And then 1 crafting for red, black, and royal dragon hide as well. And we'll go through all the different hides to highlight the profit, but the one I looked at for the machine video was a black dragon hide, and it was pulling something like 200 to 300 GP per hide. And in terms of how many hides you're looking for per hour, 20k is kind of a comfortable mark. I've been doing a little bit of green dragon hide on the free-to-play account, and you can quite comfortably get that without trying too hard anyway. So what we're going to do first, as always, is we're just going to go and check the prices, and then we'll talk about the other 2 methods you can do if you wanted to, just for some different benefits a little later on. So the first one we're going to go and have a look at is going to be the green dragon hide. So this is one you can do non-members, really good way to go make some GP on non-members. Probably one of the top 3 or 4 ways to make some GP on non-members. And all we're going to do is just literally check the buy price, sell price on both the hide and leather, and then we can work out what the rough margin is going to be there. So if I just go and buy the green dragon hide, so this is going to come in at a price of exceptionally cheap. 500 coins for a green dragon hide is wild. So 595 is going to be the highest buy price. We want to see what we can buy for the cheapest. So that is going to come in as price of 565 GP each. And if we go and check the green dragon leather, so that's going to come in at a price of just over 1,000 coins. So just simply by tanning the green dragon hide into leather, you're going to make somewhere between 300 to 500 coins. Now you are going to have to spend 20 coins to turn the dragon hide into leather, but when you're kind of pulling that kind of profit margin, it doesn't really matter. Now dragon hides are weird. Now theory says that a blue dragon hide should make you more money. I have a very big feeling that it won't, because again, RS3 prices are so unstable and so all over the place, and it never really makes sense what the kind of prices are. But this is why when it comes to any tier of smithing, crafting, or processing you do, check everything which is available to you, because you might find out that sometimes the lower tier stuff is where you're going to make the most money. So if we go and check the level really quickly, we're probably going to get about 100, maybe 200 coins from this 1.2k. It's going to be about 140 coins, which is going to be the profit, but we'll just check just to make sure. So the blue one you're going to buy for just under 1,000 coins, and it's going to be around 200 coins profit, which is okay. That's the kind of profit I would expect when you're normally doing dragon hide tanning, but it's just that the green one is exceptionally up in price. That margin is kind of too much to ignore, and I imagine that once we've done all these, it would be either the top one or the second top one in terms of how much money it's going to make. Now red dragon hide, I'm just checking it for just in case. Normally this is a very niche hide. No one really goes and gets the actual dragon hide themselves unless it's on a very unique job table. And generally the leather price, no one really does it. So for whatever reason, the hide is already selling for 400 GP over the mid price. So really interested to see what this one's going to end up at. But this is going to be one of those money making methods where all you simply need is a little bit of starter cash. Even if you don't have enough to buy like a couple thousand at a time, buy a couple hundred, tan them, sell them, and then with the profit reinvest to buy more. And by that you simply just snowball and build up a bigger and bigger stack, and what your investment is in terms of the next set of materials is your profit. So when you finally decide you've had enough and you sell all those hides you've built up, that is going to be your profit. But it is better to try and buy higher volumes and just try and buy them slower as well. So red dragon hide is a complete miss. You only really make, even if you slow buy, about 190 GP, which again, blue is safer. Red dragon hide is very, very niche. Now the one which made me do this video is going to be the black dragon hide. So the reason why is because it's just exceptionally cheap. Like, I have never really seen like a black dragon hide at the 15, 16, 1700 GP mark. Like, it has been sat here for a couple of months now, but like playing the game for so long, it's just one of those items which is getting to the point now where that's going to be the new price because it's just so cheap. With things like Vindicta being AFK, the volume of black dragon hide which comes into the game is just crazy nowadays. So it's one of those things where it's just inflation, it's just how the game works, and because of like the volume and also not as many people buying the resources what they used to be, they just go down. So let's say 1700 coins for that. 370 GP is very, very good and not too bad at all for that. Green dragon hide still outperforming it. So the final one we're going to have a look at is royal dragon hide. The undead stuff which you get from Volcath, again, it doesn't come into the game quick enough or in the volume that you need for it to be a decent price. You might be able to make a little bit, but you won't really make enough to like kind of have enough to process for an hour. You just go through them too quick. So I wouldn't really look past royal dragon hide. And if we just go and check the price for the leather now, let's see what that's going to sell at. Sometimes royal can be very good. You do struggle sometimes when it gets a bit niche, a bit volume driven down, because it's only the QBD which really drops the royal dragon hide. Sometimes you just struggle for the volume of dragon hide to turn into leather. So in terms of the price, just under 2.7k into 2.9. So yeah, it's not too bad. The two I'd really sort of suggest you guys doing if you're looking to do it is going to be the green dragon hide or also the black. Green and black seem to be the best ones to do it. And in terms of the method, really, really easy. So you want to go and find someone which has a portable crafter available. If you are free to play, sometimes you might struggle with this because you really don't see many porters on the free to play world. If you are members, World 84, you'll have them sort of dotted around the bank. You want to go to the portable crafter, right click, simply go to configure, and you want to select tan leather as your first option, which then means once you click, you have the option there to go and tan all of these leathers. Really simple, press the space bar to then tan the leathers, and then you just go and rebank and then simply just repeat. So if you've got the bank chest right here, you can just simply bank, tan, bank, tan, bank, tan. And it's one of those methods where the quicker you can bank and the quicker you can process them, the more GP you're going to make from it. So as I did mention a little bit earlier on, there are two other methods you can do it. In fact, they are actually free. So you can actually use one of the NPCs to tan in Al-Kharid. It's going to be pretty much the same kind of GP to go and tan, but with the ability for a portable crafter, it's not really worth it. Like, the portable crafter can basically be that NPC for you. But rather than having to run back and forward from a bank, you can simply just turn from the bank and do it. So I don't really count that as an option. The second one is using the Make Leather Lunar spell. Now, what this kind of causes a bit of an issue is it's going to cost you considerably more to tan the dragon hide into leather because you've got the cost of the runes involved, and every cast is only going to be for 5 leather. So especially with sort of astral runes being a slightly higher price now, it's going to be substantially more than actually using the crafter. So although it's going to give you some magic XP, you are going to have to do livid farm to actually unlock the spell. I really wouldn't recommend it, but I thought while we're doing this kind of video, I'd mention it just before the comments beat me to it. It's just not really worth it in my opinion. And then the final one, which you guys probably seen already, is going to be utilizing your machines. You can have the hide tanners in your invention workshop where they will just tan your hides for you. I think it's something like 16,000 a week, which is nice, and it will make you a decent amount of profit. It's just if you're looking for pure speed and the pure kind of GP per hour you could get, this is going to be a better method. At the minute, the wiki quotes that Black Dragon Hide is currently making about 13 mil profit per hour just simply using the portable crafter. It kind of puts Green Dragon Hide at 9 mil per hour, but that's working off Grand Exchange prices. And once again, we have shown you guys that the Grand Exchange, yes, it's great for a tool, but at the minute, until that update comes, it's not dialed in enough for a sort of a live update as well. And the wiki is a great tool, and I really highly recommend you guys use it, but it's only should be used as a tool, not as the gospel. Always go and backtrack, check margins, and make sure things add up correctly, because sometimes you'll find out you can make more money with different methods, and that's what I'm trying to show you guys with all these videos. If you check margins, more often than not, you'll find more money makers at more profit just by delving in and investigating on certain things and checking the margins. But that is going to be this money making method. Simple, easy, and you can do it on free to play and members. It just depends what hide you're going to do. But you're going to make roughly, even at the worst case of Green Dragon Hide, about 9 to 10 mil per hour. And Black Dragon Hide at the minute, the wiki's quoted roughly 13 to 15 mil. I think if you're good enough with your banking and your clicking and moving between the bank and the crafter, you can hit that as well. However, That's going to wrap up this money making video. It's one we paid a little bit of a visit to a couple months ago, but when these methods are up in price and producing so well, I want to let you guys know so you guys can jump in as well and make the money with it. But that's going to wrap this video up. Really hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, please leave me a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.